I am Savay, granddaughter of Selene, disciple of Mage, a magician of the 2nd degree. She draws out a single vote. Nay, one of the triumvirate has voted against the guardian heir, Lord Azura's last parting gift. She hesitates before reading aloud the second vote. It's another nay, isn't it? Isn't it? 2 of the triumvirate have voted against the guardian heir. Everything I've worked for is gone, lost in the blink of an eye. Did you vote against me? You're accusing me of betraying you? I swore to you 5 years ago that I'd do everything in my power to make you guardian, and despite everything, Lord Azura would never embarrass you in front of the village. He even had a gift ready for your inauguration. You can check his room later if you want. Hello, pretty lady. That's right, darling. I am Elyria, underboss of the clan of Lesion. I reach for the debris and scoop up the small box. Did I find a MacGuffin? Ooh. I summon a surge of water, slamming into Elyria with the force of a raging storm. His expression is feverish as he gapes at the contents inside. A half piece of a gemstone. Uh-oh, is this like the ring? Put it down! Is this broken gem part of the water stone? Why? What's going to happen? Who else can protect the village? Lady Joanna invited external candidates from the capital. I refuse to accept it, and I'm not going to be replaced. I can't be replaced. Selene entrusted me with Hydragay. Her legacy can't end like this. I don't know how much time has passed when a whistle interrupts my train of thought. Hail to you, Savay! It's Celsi, waving her arms as she runs to greet me. Her glee seems foreign, a jarring contrast from her state of panic yesterday. Celsi, are you feeling better? Oh yes, I'm perfectly fine. I don't know what came over me last night. You got spidey sense! Nalia had mentioned that Celsi seemed possessed, fearful of something unknown, moments before Lesion's attack. It was as if she knew something terrible was going to happen. But just before I'm about to ask her about the incident, something else catches my eye. A horse, one of Nalia's best, grazes at a near distance. The steed carries loads on its back, as if preparing for a long journey. What's with the luggage? Oh, about that. You see, I'm leaving the village. Permanently. Leaving the village? Yep, Nalia has been good to me, but my time in her service has come to an end. It's been 2 years since I came to Hydragay. It's time for me to move on. What? This is rather sudden. Are you really feeling all right? Mm-hmm. I'm a bird of passage. Here today, gone tomorrow, you know? Never stayed anywhere too long. There were perks. Being a stable girl, Nalia promised to let me have any horse I wanted if I ever left. So here I am, with my trusty steed. 2 years ago, when Celsi first walked through the gates of Hydragay, I had believed she came to stay. She never gave me the impression of wanting to leave. But where will you go? Wherever the wind takes me. I don't have plans yet. Does Nalia know about this? Well, I left her a note. It's easier this way. I didn't want to make a scene. You can't leave like this, going away without a goodbye. Aw, don't be like that. At least I got to see you before I left. Congratulations on your guardian promotion, by the way. You must be so excited. I hope you do well. Celsi, Celsi, you fool! Turning, I see Nalia galloping towards us, riding a familiar mare. It's Willow, my horse, the only one that could match the speed of the horse that Celsi took. Red-faced, Nalia climbs down, clutching a crumpled letter with trembling hands. Nalia, you read my note? This was an awful thing to do, Celsi. I have a right to say goodbye, properly. I'm sorry. It's just, I felt like it would have been too hard if I tried to say it in person. I forgive you. But please, can't you stay a little longer? With all of the strange happenings, we need someone trustworthy and loyal around. Well, I'm not so loyal, am I, if I decided to run off without a word? Nalia sighs, smoothing her hair as she catches her breath. It's not just for my sake. Savay needs all the support she can get. She failed the induction ceremony. Nalia's soft words could have easily been an explosive outburst. The rush of humiliation is worse than anything I've experienced in the past. Why did she have to blurt it out like that? Savay, is this true? You failed the guardian ceremony? Hey, it's not like I failed, it's just that 2 out of 3 people really didn't want me to do it. I'm upset at Nalia for telling Celsi, but I can't bring myself to lie. Yes, it's true. Then why didn't you tell me? This changes everything. What would it have changed? You would have stuck around pitying my failure? No, I would have asked you to come with me. We can leave Hydragate together. Join me on my travels, Savay, wherever the road might take us. Celsi is beaming at me, her expression genuine. Don't joke around, Celsi. Savay isn't going anywhere. I'm serious. Look, if Savay isn't the guardian heir anymore, she has no responsibility to the village. She's free to do whatever she wants. It's perfect timing, actually. Come on, Savay, let's go. Celsi turns and whistles, urging the horse to come to her. She counts on her fingers as if gauging whether there are enough supplies for 2. Nothing's final. Savay wasn't renounced from her position yet. The village needs Savay, guardian or not. Nalia, there's no point in beating a dead horse. Why should she stay with a village that rejected her? There are plenty of opportunities out there, places that would appreciate Savay for who she is. Magicians are a rare commodity, after all. Savay has a responsibility to the village. Mage needs her. Avion needs her. Lord Azura left this village in Savay's hands. Really? Well, they should have voted for her when they had the chance. I mean, she's not wrong. Celsi speaks as though it's obvious what needs to be done, as if it's only natural to leave Hydragate behind. But there will be consequences, and that's why I'm going to save my game right now. If I turned away from the village at its most vulnerable time, I would truly be severing my ties. Hydragate would be on its last legs, with Mage as the only defender if Lesion returns. Ah! Don't make me choose. I mean, I feel we should stay. But, you know, if you wanted me to stay, if you wanted to give me the cool, pretty, shiny rock, you maybe should have voted for me, fellas. You should have gave me a vote of confidence. And leaving with Celsi is really tempting. We'll stay. I'm sorry, Celsi. Nalia is right. I can't leave Hydragate. A hint of disappointment flits across Celsi's face, but she regains her composure. It's all right. I can't say I didn't see this coming. Best of luck, Savay. After a final embrace, Celsi remounts her horse and leaves. She never looks back. Oh, I really like Celsi. Oh well, she's gotta do what she's gotta do. Nalia is silent, echoing the emptiness left behind by Celsi's departure. I take this opportunity to ask her the question that's been burning in my mind. You say that I haven't been renounced from the guardian position yet. Is this true? Oh, that's right. You don't know. Lady Joanna hasn't made the votes public yet. I don't know why. I'm grasping at straws, but hearing Nalia's words fills me with what-ifs and maybes. Was Avion able to convince his mother? Lady Joanna always had a soft spot for him. You know that doesn't necessarily mean anything, right? Come tomorrow, she could easily make a delayed announcement. I know that. I was just wondering. Good. Let's head back. It's dangerous out here. By now, news should have gotten around that Hydragate came under attack. Scavengers could flock here any moment. Oh yeah. Her words don't surprise me. Hydragate has been a stronghold for years, protected under Mage's power. Knowledge of our downfall would spread fast, and the news would excite those with the potential to profit from it. At best, inquisitive neighbors may wander into our territory. At worst, bandits will come in search of loot. Who's on night patrol tonight? No one. We don't have the manpower. Too many are injured or dead. Instead, we'll close the gates and double the guards. That means no one will be guarding the perimeter. I'll stay out here. On an empty stomach? While sleep-deprived? No one's expecting you to be the sole defender of our home. Let me be. It's for my own peace of mind. All right. If this will make you feel better, I won't stop you. Hurry back. You need to eat or you'll faint out here. I retrace my usual steps, the same path that Mage taught me to follow every night. Nothing is out of the ordinary. Yet the more I walk, the more a growing dread gnaws at my insides. Something seems to be tugging at my chest, as if there were a string attached to my heart, pulling me. I've come beyond the village borders, beyond the usual patrol routes, when a lone figure steps out from the shadows. Oh no! Savay, darling, I knew that we would meet again. Elyria. Pretty lady. You don't look too surprised. Could it be that you knew I would be here? Maybe. I reach into my jacket and pull out a signal flare, then shoot it off into the sky. The magic-imbued flare streaks across the horizon like a falling star. Now, why would I do that when the two of us can settle this ourselves? Lady? I could face Elyria head-on. I was able to keep her at bay the last time we fought. But Elyria chose to show herself, which means she must have something up her sleeve. It could be unwise to jump in blindly. Mage should be on his way here. You won't be able to defeat both of us. Your best course of action would be to surrender yourself. Forget about Mage. I'm not confident that I could defeat you easily. A guardian with a stone could only be defeated by another with a stone. Uh-oh. Before I fully grasp the meaning behind her words, Elyria giggles and... Ah! A swell of water pierces through my back. Ah! It's sheer agony, but the location isn't fatal. The caster is either a novice, or the spell wasn't meant to kill. I turn, scrabbling my pocket for the stone, ready to defend myself. Only to be face to face with a terrified child. The clan of Lesion employs children in its ranks. Why? I choke on my shock, hand dumbly clutching the stone. And that moment of hesitation is all it takes to cost me the fight. Dang it! Dang it! Double dang it! I want to go back and see some of these other choices I missed. What if I disregard Mage and be a Leroy Jenkins? No, as Guardian, I must fight the enemy. Let's go! No, let me fight the spellcaster. Do not let pride cloud your judgment. Clans are merciless. They will not hesitate to use underhanded tactics. You were prepared to relinquish your title tonight. Fighting the enemy is the Guardian's job. My job.
No. Your duty is to protect the villagers, not jump into unknown danger.
I know that Mage is trying to be protective, but his dismissal feels condescending. Is this how you treated my grandmother? Did you tell her to run and hide from danger?
You know that's not what I meant.
Then please believe in me. Let me prove to you and Lord Azura that I can be trusted.
No. If something happens to you, I will never be able to forgive myself.
If you stopped me and told me that I wasn't allowed to fight, then I don't know if I could forgive you. I've never stood up against Mage like this. Even though I'm doing what I believe is right, I feel a twinge of guilt.
Then go.
Mage?
I won't repeat myself. Be quick before I change my mind.
Thank you. I won't disappoint you, Mage.
I will join you as soon as I confirm the villagers' safety. Do not attempt anything reckless.
I'll be careful.
Oh, we gonna do it?
It starts to rain. The source of magic leads to the outskirts of the village. All is quiet. It's calm in the eye of the storm.
Oh.
And in the middle of it all is a man. I am Savay, guardian of Hydragay. Turn around and reveal yourself. I didn't expect him to follow my directions. My senses are on alert, ready to defend if he attacks.
I am Lesion.
Oh no, he's hot!
Oh no, he's hot!
Lesion. Lord Azura mentioned that name earlier. According to Mage, the dead body found this morning had Lesion's signature mutilations, which means that the clan of Lesion was likely behind last night's murder. Lesion? Leader of the clan of Lesion?
The very same, Miss Savay.
Against my expectations, the man has an elegant visage. In a crowd of faces, he would never be singled out as a threat.
You came alone. I must commend you for your bravery. I was curious about the next guardian heir.
You hurt innocent people and wreaked havoc on my village. You're not welcome here. A clansman has no place in Hydragay. Surrender, and Hydragay will forgive you for your crimes.
Is this after or before he's dropped a bunch of rubble and debris on people?
The words feel foreign in my mouth. Then again, mimicking Celine never felt natural.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I came to Hydragay with a purpose.
I know your purpose. Clansmen want to plunder and destroy.
No, the clan of Lesion is above meaningless destruction. If I wanted chaos, I would have brought my followers. I came alone for the stone.
Stone? Are you insulting me?
No, I would never dream to insult you.
No matter. If you will not surrender peacefully, I must force you to yield.
Oh, I would like to see you try.
Lesion's message is clear. He doesn't see me as a threat. It's humiliating enough that Lord Azura and Mage treat me like a child. Having an enemy patronize me feels even worse. Prepare yourself. I'm gonna get my butt beat. I conjure a sphere of water and inflate it like a balloon. The water ball glides through the air. I aim my magic at Lesion's chest, intending to knock him back. But with a flick of his hand, Lesion dissipates the blow. Oh. I think I see a flash of amusement on his face. We parry back and forth. Small enchantments grow larger. Each turn leads to a more complicated spell. Lesion's magic is theatrical. He replaces my attacks with a magnified power and grace. But his attacks lack intent to kill. Lesion is toying with me. Our motions almost feel like dancing. I am the inexperienced novice. Lesion is the master who leads me with sure and steady steps. He watches my every move, as if trying to gauge my abilities. I don't want to admit it, but despite the situation, I can't help but feel impressed. This man, Lesion, is leagues above me. When Lesion sends back another spell, my instinct is to raise my arms and counter the blow. But I move too late. My torso becomes trapped in a thick coat of ice. The burning cold hits after a delay. And it's not just my torso. The ice has already spread across my arms and legs. Oh! I don't remember falling, but I'm on all fours, tasting dirt in my mouth. I need to get up, maintain an ounce of pride, but my head is foggy, full of fumes and desperations and fear. I bite down on my tongue, drawing blood and struggling not to lose consciousness. Why? Why are you doing this? With this much power, you could have fame and riches. You could be a general or an esteemed scholar.
Not everyone is allowed that choice.
Although Lesion's expression remains stoic, I can hear a hint of pain in his voice. I'm almost tempted to reach out and ask him why. But my lips are frosted over. My tongue is frozen in ice. My vision is glazed, and my train of thought is muddled, and I can't... I can't give up. Lord Azura would.
Up.
I wake up in a pool of blood and sweat, my breathing ragged and labored. I don't know how long I've been out. My vision is blurred and hazy. Lesion kneels next to me, releasing me from his freezing spell.
As a user of water magic, you couldn't unfreeze yourself?
What? My tongue rolls heavily inside my mouth, unnaturally dry and raw. Lesion waits patiently as I struggle to compose myself. I don't know how. A flash of pity crosses Lesion's face. My clammy hands grasp at his wrists, with less strength than I would have liked, but Lesion swats me away.
Mage has taught you poorly.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare speak ill of Mage. You know nothing about him.
I know enough about Mage. He is a very famous man, after all.
You! Uh-oh.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Oh dear. Mage? It's Mage. His kind eyes have hardened and become overrun with rage.
Step away from the girl! Step aside, now!
I've never seen Mage so angry. Yeah. Mage would laugh off insults to avoid a fight. I've never seen him stand up for himself. But now, I can see his shoulders tremble with exertion and fury. Lesion stays his ground while I force myself to rise. Even the smallest movement drives me breathless, but I stagger away from Lesion. Mage, this is the man who attacked the village. But Mage doesn't even spare me a glance. His eyes are fixed on Lesion.
Savay, are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a little cold.
Then go. I will deal with this man. Flee to the Great Hall. Avion is there. Join him and the other villagers.
I want to stay and fight, but I can't bring myself to protest. I know that I'll be nothing but baggage.
What an honor. Every magician dreams to hold an audience with the illustrious Mage. Hold your tongue, scum. I did not give you permission to speak. Savay, quickly, leave now.
Be careful. I run. I wanted to prove myself worthy. I wanted Mage and Lord Azura to acknowledge me. But I've only embarrassed myself.
Hey, we got to see that the guy Lesion is actually really hot. Alright, what if we do leave with Celsi?
Celsi, I'll take you up on that offer. I'm willing to leave Hydragay, maybe not for the reason that you might be thinking of. I pull out the rough, jagged stone from my pocket. The coldness of the gem feels good against the still warm summer air. For a moment, confusion flickers across Kelsey's widened eyes. What is that? This is what Lesion is after. Celine's heirloom. I'm going to leave Hydragay with this stone. Once Lesion finds out that it's gone from Hydragay, he'll leave the village alone. Yeah, I figured that would be a good reason too. Maybe he'll come after me, intent on taking the stone, but I'll be long gone, hiding under the veil of anonymousness. I thrust the stone back into my pocket. Wait, you mean to never come back? Will you return to Hydragay after Lesion abandons his claim? I shrug. I have no future here, Nalia. Mage and Lady Joanna are looking for my replacement as we speak. How can you expect me to stay? Savay, you need to speak to Mage about your plans. Yesterday was traumatic for you. I can tell you haven't had a wink of sleep. You probably haven't eaten anything all day. Yep, you shouldn't make big decisions when you're angry, hungry, or sleepy. You're not in the right state of mind to make decisions like this. No, the more I delay, the more I'll lose my lead against Lesion. I have to leave now. The truth is, I doubt that Mage would let me leave with the stone if he knew I wasn't planning on coming back. And I don't think I'll be able to stand the sight of another guardian standing beside Avian, laying claim to everything I held dear. Well, I don't really understand what's going on, but I was planning on leaving now anyway. Savay, we can head up north. There's a nice port city called Carnalith close by. Carnalith. Celsi whistles once more, calling her horse to trot towards us. She jumps on her horse and nods upwards, hastening us to leave. Will anything I say change your mind? No. Then take Willow with you. I'm sorry for taking her out without your permission, but it ended up being a good idea. Nalia holds out the reins to my horse. She loops it around my hand, lingering just long enough for a squeeze before stepping back. When you arrive at Carnalith, wire me a telegraph so I'll know you're safe. I will. Come back once you've cleared your head of all this nonsense. Your home is here. I can't promise that. Nalia sighs and pulls out a leather sack. I hear the jingle of coins as she tosses it over to me. I catch it in my right hand. The weight of the pouch is substantial. I was planning to give Celsi a parting strip end. Whoa, Nalia, that's a whole lot of generosity from you. I wasn't going to give you everything. I didn't have time to count it before I rushed over here. But the two of you will need as much gold as you can get. Take it all. Nalia, are you sure? This is a lot of money. You've been saving up for something else, haven't you? Yes, but it'll be a reason for you to return, right? Come back and repay your debt. Now go. I'll deal with Avian and Mage. They'll be rightfully upset. Thank you, Nalia. Tell them I'm sorry. Mage aside, I didn't want to put Avian in a compromising position. If he were to turn against me, I wouldn't know how to handle it. Even if Avian kept his promise and sided with me against the village, the guilt would still break me. Celsi and I rode off. I don't dare look back, unable to stop thinking about everything I left behind. Oh, So this could go either way, really. Well, that was chapters 1 to 4 of Water Mage, and oh boy, this is a really good story. I am intrigued and on the edge of my seat. I think this is very well written, and I'm getting very attached to the characters, and I don't want anything bad to happen to any of them. Now I'm gonna say one thing that's been kind of bothering me. Our friend Celsi kind of looks a little similar to the pretty lady. I wonder if that has to do with anything. I don't know. Maybe they just have similar hairstyles. But I wonder if that's going to come into play at all. But that's just a theory. It's just a theory. But anyway, I would love to hear what you think about all this, so please leave a comment in the comment section if you are comfortable doing so. And while you're at it, feel free to like this video or subscribe to my channel, as it really helps my channel out a lot. And there will be a link in the description to this game where you also can follow it in case I don't get to it right away. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.